good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hello,
Hello, Port Harcourt. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Is the one in your area?
It's cloudy, but it's not raining. Is it raining over there?
No, it's not raining.
Oh, okay.
Calm.
Calm for now.
We are semi-Europe now.
Semi-Europe. Yeah. Well, cool weather indeed.
Okay, do my eyewitness report. If you are going from my 1 to, let me say, my 3 houses to my 4.
Okay.
Getting to after Ikoku, before my 3 motor park.
Yes.
You see some boys harassing bus drivers that they should give them community levy. That is, you are driving or you are not picking passengers. So once they are passing through that route, they want to should give them community levy. And I ask myself, this community levy they are taking from these drivers, what are they using that money to do? Because now you are giving another way of making money. You call it community levy. It's community chance. Is the community, the chiefs and the youth body aware of this thing these people are doing? Because it's like doing something in my own community, as more you see me that you do so in your community, they are taking social money, and I'm not aware. To me, it's not a good thing. And in that same my 3 area, you see all these boys that use powder and pour their body, run to their boss, boy, Jude, wife won this morning, you know. You want to see somebody again that in Kemu wife won this morning, you know, taking money in different ways. Now the last one, where you go to Casablanca.
Okay.
That Amechi Drive.
That's GRA phase 2.
I saw some people, group of boys. They are, to me, they are security threats. Because they are not, that is 15 to 20 years. And the way they will, when they are crossing the road, the way they behave, I feel they are mentally disturbed. Just send somebody there, that's beside Casablanca. You see group of boys and, behaving anyhow there. They are security threats. I think the government should look into it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Ibisu from Odili Road. Now, good morning. It's been raining heavily on Bonny Island since 7:30 a.m. Mrs. Hadiza, thank you very much. So, Bonny, I'm not surprised because you guys are basically, greeting the ocean for us, before it comes mainland. Now, there is a very heavy rainfall here in Bonny Island. That's Papilo from Bonny Island. Papilo, thank you very much. Okay, all right, thank you. Now, I need to address this before I continue. Once again, numbers to dial in if you want to share your eyewitness report. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003. All right, that's if you want to call us. And then on social media at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. Now, I need to read this message. This message just came in just before the 9 a.m. news. Now, it says, if you people know that you won't take the listeners' thoughts on social media, stop directing them to the platform to waste their data to drop messages. Thank you. Now, no name on that particular message, but I like to appreciate that person and try to allay their concerns. Now, on almost all the platforms we have available, particularly this one that you just send this message to, that's WhatsApp, we usually get inundated with messages. Every show, as I'm looking at it right now, I have over 105 messages, right, unread. And then about 50 or so or 20 or so that have been read, during the course of the past 2 hours. Now, this is just for the morning crossfire. I can go all the way down, and I'm very sure I'll still see messages from yesterday. So, good sir or madam, I'm not quite sure who it is that sent that message. I can understand your vexation. However, it is not a tryst from us. It is just the volume of data that we have to cope with every single show. So usually, it's the most recent messages that we try to take through. And then when we go down and there are other relevant messages, we will do so. And then let's not all forget that there's a big issue in terms of network availability. So you may have sent a message, right? But it may not have dropped with us, particularly on the WhatsApp platform. It may not have dropped. Because sometimes I'm here and then I just see a new message, boom, I take a look. Oh, it's from 5 a.m. in the morning or even 7:30, last night from the sports shows. So once again, good sir or madam, It is not because we're ignoring it, it's just the sheer volume. And I hope you do understand, because we read a lot of messages. I know everybody tries to get their messages across because it is a conversation. It is not for me to keep talking or for the other person on the other line to keep talking. It's a back and forth. All right. So I do appreciate you. Your data is not sent, or you're not expending your data in vain. Please do not feel so. I know it can be vexing. I do appeal to your good nature and your consciences to please bear with us. Now, back to the phone lines. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0007. 9.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Jude.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Yes, Walter is calling from Roboko.
Welcome, Walter.
Yes, Jude, there was a complaint I laid last December about this light connected by the late Wigwe.
Okay.
From Ishobo.
Okay.
From Obrigure to Ishobo, the university. Yes, you said you will send an investigation, and then that post, they have, in fact,
yes,
some of the posts
have been vandalized. They've been taking the cables and some of the poles along that. Yes, yes. Hello, Walter. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, okay. I am saying that poles and the wires, they have removed almost all the wires.
Yes, you
did. Removed all the wires.
Yeah, you said so. And now
that is one.
I did ask.
Two, the political happening in Rivers State. So please, I would want you to advise most of our callers. Okay? Advise them. Even though I know you have been doing that, I'd still advise them. These people will settle tomorrow. They will settle. Let us pray for them to settle so that the state will move forward. Not them to be putting paper inside the salt. That we are causing problems. Please advise us, including me, so that there will be peace in this River State. Please.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Now, so that first complaint from last year was a big worry. And as you know, last year was not a very easy year for the TCN and PhD and all the other discos across the Federation, as they were combating a very solid wave of vandalism. All right, so yes, the lines he made comments for, yes, I did confirm that they had been vandalized. They are working with the communities to restore or replace those cables, because it's not just for the Wigwe University to have power, but the idea is for the surrounding communities to also benefit. The fact that for almost a year plus, if I'm not mistaken, parts, if not the entirety of Ishokbo, was without power, was a great concern. And, they kept on saying, it doesn't make sense that, cables to and from that community were taken up onto the upper arms. It was a big problem. So we do hope, I from what I gathered that last month or November, that efforts are still being made to not just replace but also secure. And that has to be in tandem with those in the communities that have been affected. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, I get back to WhatsApp, as there are messages, and also Facebook, where you can watch and send your messages. The handle at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. Good morning. of 9 a.m. is a heavy rain being predicted throughout River State today, at least most parts. And we've already gotten information that Bonny Island is taking the first batter of this downpour. And I am not surprised. You know, it's the island. They're close. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, they're one of those areas very close to the ocean. I can't say, because my geography is not particularly great, I can't say that it is the closest to the Atlantic Ocean. But, you know, everybody knows Bonny Island and all the other focados, they are very close to the Atlantic Ocean. So, yes, they should be receiving their fair share of batter right now. It is heavy. Thunderstorms are expected with temperatures of about 25 to 27 degrees centigrade, with the lows of 24 at some point during the day. Now, that being said, it means that as you go about trying to do your day-to-day activities, please be very mindful of the weather. For those of you who drive and those of you who will be in vehicles, particularly buses, you have a right. Let me say this. You have a right to caution the driver of that vehicle not to overspeed. If you feel that the speed at which he's operating the vehicle is not particularly safe, there's nothing wrong with saying, driver, small, leleo, don't rush. We will get there. Please. All right, please be very careful, because as I said, a good number of us on our roads don't have great tires. Some of you don't have heaters for your windshield, so even your wipers don't even work. The rains increase the likelihood of accidents, RTAs, and we would like for you to be very mindful as you drive. Now, having said that, let's get back to the phone lines as we get to find out what's going on in your part of River State. Magnus is on the line from our 3. Magnus, good morning to you and welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Yes, Jude, very quickly. Sometimes last year we talked about task force in the state.
Yes, please. There was a big ground call.
The commissioner told us that he has found anything task force. I don't know, Jude, you've been observing them in the street. I saw them in their hillocks. They were moving in chain with police. We hate the police.
When did you observe this, please?
I saw them out. When you get to Wimpy, if you follow Wimpy,
okay.
They always stationed at Wimpy.
Interesting.
I saw them in Najib. I saw them in Ada George. And they are still moving around harassing motorists. The question I want to ask is it that the Commissioner of Transportation have lifted?
That's a good question.
Like can now operate. If he has lifted it, but let him tell us so we know how to handle it.
Okay. All right.
Secondly, flood is coming, rain is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last time it rained, I passed through the room of the council secretariat. You see a lot of just small rain. You see water there. So I want to advise the Ministry of Environment. It's not only moving from one bus to the other to harass shops. They are doing this to clean gutter. They can also clean gutter. And then begin to clean our gutters that are dirty. If you go to US, you are about the same thing. If you come to us, the same thing. And then move fast so that as rain comes, it won't affect the motorists and people moving around. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Magnus, for my 3 with that eyewitness report. Let's get to our next caller, Eze Ken from Ubwini. And if you just joined us, this is Hello Port Harcourt, and this is 92.3 Nigeria Info.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Eze Ken from Ubwini, good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning, please.
I think here in my community, the weather condition is partly sunny and cloudy.
Okay. Partly sunny.
Then you will see my post. Regards to the Awara and Ubwini sharing boundary with the same the community in Imo State.
That's on WhatsApp, yes?
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm looking at the
that
picture
note,
now.
During the rainy season, Mr. Jude, it is a no-go area. No vehicle, no motorcycle manageably. Only the bicycle that can access that road that we are seeing now, because we are in dry season. So I would like us to call the attention of our local government chairman, the governor, commissioner of works, for them to come to the edge of Ubumini community, because this particular road is very, very important in our economic day-to-day activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, the picture in front of me, ladies and gentlemen, is of a motorcycle, obviously carrying someone, going through what, for all intents and purposes, is a bush path. It really is a bush path, because it's a clearing. Yes, I can see the extension of the road, or what is meant to be a road. It looks like those paths, those clearings we used when we used to go to the villages. Well, it is a village in a sense, years and years ago. I cannot see a semblance of construction there. That's what I mean. I can't quite tell if there were coal tar or asphalt on that road in previous times, but I can see bushes. I can clearly see signs of bush burning, as well as graying grass. So it is a cause for concern, because if the rains get heavier, and they always get heavier, from this time forward, this road might not be passable. So Eze Ken from Ubumini, I beg your pardon, please, I'd like to thank you for sending this and raising this bit of concern. All right, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right, join the conversation, share with us what's going on in your part of Port Harcourt, you're part of River State. Let's get to find out from you. We're also live. You can also follow us via the X platform, that's formerly Twitter. But, a lot of people still refer to it as Twitter, right? Anyway, I think even when you type twitter.com, it still comes up through. Anyway, all right. John Wall Google says, Jude, I should like to report about the activities of some individuals from the communities of Ikweregwo Chokota axis who are engaged in extorting money from hawkers and some shop traders. Now, this matter is generating a bad blood and is making businesses in these communities to shrink. Let the government investigate. John Wall Google. Now, the area he made mention of is the Ikweregwo Chokota axis. John, thank you very much for sending that. But as always, we would like a bit of corroboration. All right. So if you're listening to us, please, and you carry out business, or you live in that area, or you traverse that area, talking about Ikweregwo Chokota, please, could you, is it Chokota or Chokoto? Oh, okay. Anyway, please send a message or call the number 0817 to call 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. All right. As always, please do well. Turn down the volume of your radio set when you call in. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. If you didn't see or hear, we would like to encourage you not to make mention of it, and very importantly, keep your conversations civil. Now, Chike, let me read this. Jude, comment. Okay. All right, Chike. Thank you very much. That seems like a commendation. Thank you very much. Good morning, Nigeria Info. The weather in my area is cool and very chill. No rain. I beg your pardon. No rain yet. Texting from Ozuoba. Charles. Charles, thank you very much. Any update? Because this message seems to have come through about 9:21 a.m. So, Charles, any update? Is it raining in Ozuoba? Is it raining in Choba yet? Yeah, like I said, it was dark when I got into the studio. Charles is speaking to us from Bonny Island. Charles, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning. I hear it's raining cats, dogs, and some tilapia in Bonny.
Bonny is blessed with those things.
So how heavy is the rain for you?
It rained heavy and it stopped and continue just like that.
Oh, okay.
Australia is normal. We are friends.
We are friends. but right now, how heavy is it right now?
It depends on the area. I think inside the Bonny main town, the rain is heavy. Then towards the LNG side, I think it's a little bit down now. It's not just drizzling.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that update. So what's going on in Bonny? What would you like to share with us?
Yeah. Yesterday, I saw some delegates in one of those schools that are native Jew that was being abandoned from the day set. I think it's a government, Rivers State government delegate. They come to inspect that school. That would be nice for us because that would have not been functioning. Secondly, Jude, people are crying for the dead on what happened over the week.
You're talking about the boat's mishap along the Bonny Waterway.
Yes.
Oh dear, truly sad.
But our government are not doing well. The business people, the flying boat people are also the worst set of people so far. If you be in the boat sometimes and the engine is bad, those drivers find it difficult to go to shore. But Jude, my concern still remains.
Yes, please.
Coming back from the village during the Christmas, seeing elderly people in hand pulling. This community is supposed to be connected with roads, honestly. And right now, those flying boats that took us to the community during the festive time will not be applying those routes much again because of no passengers to patronize. So those elderly people will be joining those canoes to the villages and back to the town to pick up one thing or the other. Dude, let me surprise you. We have a community school in Morokiri. Students are joining that same hand-pulling boat from estate to that place.
Every day?
Every day with the teachers.
Oh, dear.
This thing is just something that you stand and be watching across. The government is supposed to link these communities. And tomorrow when there is both mishap and a student die on that process or a teacher will start crying. What Bonny contributes to Rivers State is too much. So the local government, the state government is going to commission projects, have nothing to offer to the state. Bonny is contributing too much, but it's being abandoned. I don't know what our offense are. I can't get it. Even the local government, canals in the Bonny local government, blocked by grasses, nobody is talking about it. Roads to link other communities, nowhere. Somebody wants to build house in Bonny. Filling sand costs up almost 100,000 naira. Somebody will buy up to 10, 20 to fill to his land. The local government is there. Some of the community managed to create roads with their surveyors. Surveyors to map out these places. Local government to develop it, nowhere to be found. But on social media, we see them jubilating on local government. On social media we see them praising the Speaker of the House of Assembly. Dude, if you come to Bonny, you will cry. You will not believe that Bonny has such money. You will not believe that Bonny has such prominent people in Rivers State. But all choose to abandon the community and make away with all the resources of the community to live life anywhere else they are with their families. So painful, Jude.
I can hear, and I'm very sure every listener also senses the pain in your voice. But Charles, before I let you go, it may be a bit of an over-exaggeration to say that other communities don't contribute anything. They may not contribute as much as Bonny Island, yes, because we know of the large gas deposits and all those other oil resources in Bonny. But the question, anybody who's outside Rivers State particularly is going to ask you and those who are in Bonny, for the very nature of that island, it's not as big as, let's say, the whole of Port Harcourt. Why is it so difficult to get, these types of amenities done? It doesn't make sense. I agree with you that in the 21st century, people are still using, ropes and pulleys to transport themselves from less than a kilometer across, 50 feet, 100 feet. People are doing that across. Haven't they made complaints to their LGA bosses, to their CDC chairman, even to the traditional rulers in those areas, Charles?
Dude, we don't need to make complaints. Okay, even if we make complaints, the least local government officer is from Bonny. They are from one community or the other because Bonny main town only comprises 4 communities: Finima, Ablamabie, Akiama, and Ogweze. This is only community that is linked to Bonny main town. The remaining communities you have to travel even to the King's Village. You have to use boat to the King's Village. So everybody living in Bonny knows the Bonny issues. Everybody that is from Bonny here, born of Bonny, even outside that is from Bonny, know that this only 4 communities. We have over 30-something communities in Bonny, 30-something. And out of the 30-something, we have just few, about 5 of them that is across the river. If you are coming to Bonny, you see Peter side, you see other ones across. But from the Bonny town, we call it amalgamated communities.
Okay.
You don't need the big city to cross. It's just creeks. Just creeks. But they find it difficult to develop it. They find it difficult. Our politicians find it difficult to discuss it. Odili came to Bonny and told us openly that we have a lot of money. We shouldn't expect the River State government to come and do anything. We were thinking it was a joke. Amechi came, said the same thing. We thought it was a joke.
Really?
He came again, said the same thing. 3 governors.
Really? They all said. Do we have? I have to verify this if they have this on record, please.
I'm telling you, they said the same thing up till today. Jude, mention one state project in Bonny, one. From 1999 to date, state project.
I'm very sure I will be able to check and I get back. But yes, Charles, your
group state project that was on.
So there was one.
It's not a project. The school that I make it build all over the local government.
You can tell how aggrieved, and the picture he paints really begs the question of how long can this continue. Yes, everybody knows Nigeria is blessed with great natural resources. It's a cliche now. It's being used, and now it's now being disabused. Is that correct? No, abused rather. But it does fill my heart with a sense of heaviness. Whenever we get to hear these complaints about the Great Bonny Kingdom, it really shouldn't be, in the light that is being painted. Okay, all right. This one says just to add to the. Just to add it for the world to know, all right, that there have never been a government presence in Bonny Island. It says, do your finding. This is from Papilo Bonny Island. Say, Papilo is on the Atlantic Ocean. Please help us and advise all the boat drivers, about the waterways. The rains are coming, all right. They're here basically. Bonny's already receiving it. So the waters, talking about the sea, tend to get rough, right? And Bonny Island is not, secluded from the rest of Nigeria. People either fly, go by boat. They carry foodstuff. They carry, fish to and fro. Vehicles. Some of you don't know, there are actually vehicles on the island. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why petrol is more expensive there than anywhere else. Yes, so it's a thriving community. It's a thriving community. It really, really is a thriving community. All right, this one goes on. It says on WhatsApp 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. This one here says, good morning. In my area, it's all about the gutters now. We've been shouting. Nobody has come to clean the gutters. Rains have come, and we're going to see some floods. That's from Michael. What area, Michael? Can you be specific? And if you have been shouting about cleaning the gutters, what happened to the residents? Now, I know when it comes to drains, there are two major. I know I'm not an engineer, so I may not get the technicalities correctly. So please do indulge me and forgive me for my ignorance. So you see, I know that the major drains, the sewer drains, that's on the major roads, that's on the Aba Express Road, on the East West Road, those drains are very deep. All right. And I know that many of those places are blocked. Particularly NTA Road. It's terrible. From my own visual assessment, right? Just looking down, because some of those manhole covers have been taken. They've been removed. Now, if you peer into that drainage, I'm about 5'11", just under 6 foot, right? That drain can probably take my height and maybe another person on top of me. And yet, the volume of waste, the volume of silt that I see in those, I won't be surprised. I would not be surprised, right? That some people have thrown the bones of goats and chickens down the drain. Because there's a lot of material in these drains. And just like you have been asking, government, Rewama, come and clear the gutters. The gutters that you're talking about from your streets, right? From the avenues and your estates are not as deep as those drains, as those sewers. They're not as deep. And so for them to be blocked to the point where when it rains, you see, I'm not saying anything that you in Port Harcourt have not seen or witnessed. You see all the sachet, all the nylons, all the plastics, all the things that you have thrown into the drainage. You see them come, and as more people, like some of you are going to do this morning or have done, when you take your sachet drinks and your PET bottles, you throw them outside. They're going to cause the problem. We've said this over and over again. In fact, you don't need any scientist to tell you, you are the one doing it. And I'm going to agree, before I get back to the phones, I'm going to agree with a good number of you who have said, look, the gutter clean that people are doing, whilst good, still hasn't solved the main problem. Because those sewers, I can't remember the last time I saw them being cleaned. I honestly can't. I can't remember the last time I saw, construction workers come, put cones, traffic cones toward people, and then you now start to see excavation from those sewers. I would not be wrong, right, that if they were to just excavate NTA Road, we could very easily fill at least 10 trucks with silt and sand. At least. At the very least. I'm very sure of it. Jude, do you know that if the policymakers in Rivers State were development conscious, the likes of Bonny, Abonima, Buguma will be squaring up to Lekki, Banana Island, Aja? But it is so pathetic. I anticipate a day in Rivers, a Rivers governor will take up that initiative in collaboration with the real estate managers, our Celia says. That's very true. Bonny Island really should be the destination. For heaven's sakes, what's his name? The group managing director or the CEO of Glow that has that wonderful estate in on Banana Island. He should be here. He should be in Bonny. He really should be in Bonny. I don't know. I honestly don't know, because this one genuinely beats my imagination. All right, let's wrap up this morning from WhatsApp. A lot of you have sent your message. Please do forgive me. 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, this one says that Jude, finally the rain has calmed down. It's not so heavy, but it looks like it's going to get heavy. Any hope for a break today? Let me see. Any hope for a break? I'll quickly check. The app here tells me the rains should stay till about 1 or 2 p.m. today. So yeah, maybe in the evening to be clearer for you to go and shake body. Anyway, as always, thank you all for sending us your stories, your reports, your messages, and your calls. They mean all the world to you and us as well, because it's these comments that help us, ask questions of policymakers. Good morning.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info.